Hey everybody, this is B from Kongzura. Apologies for the delay. Welcome to a Sunday Funday show where we hope to give you a little bit of background into building the new Street Fighter 2 Deluxe cabinet that was at Evo. It is really hot. I'm finally back at home. My lovely wife will be joining me in just a second, but I'll be showing. You scared me. How are you? All right, we're gonna be using these today, so I need you to clip this on. Where am I gonna clip this on? Oh my goodness, this is not really good for you. I'm just gonna put this there. Hello. All right. All right. So, hello everybody. Happy Sunday Fun Day. What are we drinking today?
I got my, also to scream into the microphone, I have my Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay. Let me know if you can hear Mrs. Hongzors and I okay. I want to check the audio for everybody
Yes,
here.
and what are you drinking?
I have a punch buggy from a place called Upshift Brewery in El Segundo. Sounds pretty good. So yeah, let me know how our sound feels for today.
Oh, how it feels for today. It feels hot.
It feels really hot. Tammy G says, cute dress. Thank you so much. Let's say hello to the chat folks that are here today right now. Kurt Mason is here. Hello, hello. Tammy G. Yo, Chris is here. Donovan Klingel is here as well. Toxin says hello. Says how many people are here from Glenn's stream? Oh, Glenn was just doing a quick stream. Cornicate says hello, hello. What's going on, man? Cornicate. Jeff Walsh is here. Cornicate, what are you saying? It's okay that we hit the start button to show us all behind the scenes. We're close to 800 subscribers. Yeah, definitely check out Cornicate for some more home arcade content. Podshim is here. Says can't wait. Look at everybody. All right, so let's get it going. Sounds like you're in a closet. Yeah, audio's a little bit off. Sounds like a hollow box. You know what? I have this stupid mic that I normally use for streams, but it's been giving me a ton of issues. So I'm using the mics from. I don't know how I feel about these. These are DJI mics that I was using all the time at Evo, and so I apologize for
Mic is janky.
the quality of the thing. It says muffled, bro. Top the mic is the laptop mic. It is not the laptop mic, I don't think.
Uh-oh, let's check our audio settings.
Let me double check.
Well, we have this Sunday Fun Day.
Oh, it changed.
Uh-oh.
All right, how does that sound? Is that much better? I hate when I plug in a different microphone or a different camera, and it's the camera that's behind me. This was the audio picking up the camera from back here. That should be much, much better, right?
Doesn't sound like we're using a wireless mic source. No.
All right, there it is. So
technology, yay.
What happened? I swear, it's never a stream if nothing goes wrong. I plugged in a second camera, and then when I did, StreamYard automatically switched to that camera's audio by default. So, man, StreamYard, I wish you would have just stuck with the camera settings that I had. All right. I switched it in the sound settings. So, okay, good. I'm glad that we have the sound settings much, much better. Okay. So today I wanted to show off a speed build, if you will, of the behind the scenes build of the HS-5 cabinet that we have. So I pointed a camera at the build that Travis and I were at Evo. So I do have like from beginning to end the entire build process. So that way people can see a little bit more content of the build itself. It didn't come in an actual real box itself. It was inside of another box for a cabinet that hasn't been revealed yet. So unfortunately, I can't say anything about it, but it's kind of funny what they did for that. So we'll go over that today. A week ago, we were talking about things to do in Vegas, so I can also talk about my experience at Evo as well. The last time I live streamed, some things didn't go quite as well as I thought in the live chat. So I hope Evo Ryu and Evo B won't have to come out today and stream. If it is, I'd appreciate if anybody who is a moderator in chat makes sure that I don't blow up at any trolls that are particularly in the chat. So for folks that may have not heard me use such vulgar language in the past, I apologize, but it was entertaining. I watched it back a few times and couldn't really quite believe that I went that way. When I shared that audio clip of me going off on a viewer, was that surprising to you?
It was. You usually keep your cool. You've never in our relationship, he doesn't swear or cuss people out or anything like that. So something must have pissed you off enough to say words.
Yeah. There's only so much a man can take, right? And so that's what we gotta do.
Concept Kit said.
This says, why won't you read my chat? Screw you.
We saw Angry Justin.
We saw Angry Justin earlier today. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna start putting this onto the screen. And there's me and Travis in the back of the Capcom booth when it wasn't fully built yet. And I think this is on a little bit faster speed. So pretty much we'll be talking through the background of putting this together. If you have any questions as we go along, I'm happy to kind of talk through this. Yeah, there's giant crane thing. So here's the situation in terms of coming to Evo.
Look at that. That's your luggage.
It is. It is.
You didn't even make it to the hotel.
I'll explain exactly what happened here. Okay, so as soon as I land on Thursday around 3 p.m. Travis had asked me to come by and help out, and so I'll be kind of as transparent of the situation of what I know. So Arcade1Up actually flew Travis out and put him up in a hotel to help not only help build the cabinets, do a little bit of coverage and support, and then Cyrus was the main arcade rep that was there. There was some kind of mix up at the company that was happening in terms of who was going to be there. Cyrus was kind of a last minute ad. Rob, who you saw at San Diego Comic-Con, was also potentially supposed to be there. So what happened was Travis arrived and the cabinets, there was two of them, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and this HS-5, were shipped via FedEx to the Luxor FedEx office. And then he had to drag them over. But his expectation was that Rob was going to be the main one building it. But when Cyrus was there, Cyrus is the only Arcade1Up employee that was present. Unfortunately, Cyrus got into a pretty bad accident, and I don't know if he minds me sharing this, but he injured his left arm and his left shoulder really bad to the point where, you know, he couldn't really help physically build the cabinet. So when I arrived there, Travis is like, "Have you landed yet? Are you available to help out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to take a Uber to the hotel and then I'll walk over." And then he's like, "Dude, I need your help." And so like, just come straight over. So I was like, all right. So my Uber is so expensive. The Uber from the airport to Luxor cost me $35. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. So Arcade1Up did fly Travis out. I flew out on my own dime. I flew out on my own dime as well as, putting myself up in the hotel for the night because I went to Evo last year, so I had just blocked out on my personal calendar wanting to go to Evo again. So if Arcade1Up was doing something, since it was a place that they had done stuff, oh, this is me showing off the plastic piece for the very first time. So that's just kind of giving you an up-close look at the plastic part. So yeah, that was the first time I looked at it and was like, hey, it looks pretty cool.
This is a sped up version?
It's sped up right now, so because it's an hour-long video. I don't want to like watch it for the entire time. So what was I with my story? I paid for my own flight. So yeah, I went to Luxor. I walked over here. I still have my luggage. I found Travis with all these parts around him, looking kind of like this, like, oh my goodness. And like, he's the type of builder, God love Travis. He uses the instructions to read through everything. You know, he takes his time. And me, I'm a little bit known for, building things without instructions and putting things together. And I put cabs enough really quickly in the past. So I was happy to be there. The only thing that I got compensation-wise for, being there was the black badge that you see around my neck. I got a production badge to be involved in Evo behind the scenes. So that was really cool to just kind of be part of it. Is next month's SFX releasing my luggage? It is not. It is not right now.
And one from
Console Kits says, how many unreleased cabs are you holding under embargo? Is it 2 now?
It is
I
none.
know.
We don't want anything in our house.
No, yeah, under embargo means like information that I know that can't be released yet. So
Okay.
I know of 2 cabinets right now that are coming out that I'm not allowed to currently say at the moment. So just being behind the scenes as much in conversations that I've had, you learn some things when you have some relationships to be able to talk to folks. But I wanted to disclose kind of like why I was there in the first place. It was because I loved Evo as an event itself, whether I was involved with Arcade1Up or not. I really wanted to go and just experience it. And if they happened to be there and needed support, I was glad to kind of help out. So that's me showing off the marquee for the first time, seeing it that it was reverse printed. So that was a really cool thing. So, all right, so back to the build. Once I got there, we built MBC2, and then we got to this. Go ahead.
Corner Kate says, B, can I ask you if the box that the Street Fighter came in, are you excited about the title? Is it something that would go into your home arcade? What decade?
That's a lot of questions in terms of, trying to get information out. So all I would say about the box that I saw was think about the theme for this year, which was we had set this as a year of the rehash type of thing. So I would say it's something along the lines of that versus something brand new that we've never seen before. So that's as much as I'm going to be able to say about it.
So is it big blue, but instead it's going to be big red?
No, a big red cabinet in arcade speak is a Neo Geo cabinet.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but no, it won't be a big raid. It won't be anything new in terms of the title. So I'll just say that much. So don't get too excited about it. The other title that I do know about is something that's new. So I'm excited and I hope to be able to talk about that pretty soon. Any other chat questions? Because I haven't been looking at the chat.
I've been reading it. Don't worry, I got y'all.
Okay, thank you. B, what is wrong with you? Why are you not reading Corner Arcade's comments? So Mrs. Kongzarest, if you can read through chat, pull up anything that's there. I'm just going to go into story mode and kind of talk through what's going on. Sound good? Do you want to switch? Is it easier for you to reach?
It's easier if
All
I
right.
can reach.
All right.
Because I'm trying to use my 20, not 20 vision.
She's trying to get closer. All right.
I'm close now.
All right. Oh, I missed you. You look good in this dress, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's cute. I love you inside dresses. Cheers.
Oh, you like me inside dresses?
Yes.
I also like me inside
She's cute.
dresses.
She's super cute. Okay, we don't even need this on screen.
No,
We're not even using this.
No,
okay. All right, so here's the build itself. When we got to the HS-5 panel, it was inside of the... Are you okay?
There's no space here. To
This
answer Corner Arcade's our question, we're not buying anything. We
don't have a lot of space. The box that it came in was the same size as another deluxe cabinet. So maybe that's a clue for you, because the HS-5 Deluxe cabinet is a deluxe cab. So the other cab was another deluxe cab because it fit in the exact same size as another deluxe cabinet. So that should give you a clue, if anything, okay? So in that sense, it was a smaller box. All the parts that came into it, this is still a pre-production build. So just keep that in mind, that there was no instructions for it. The parts, they gave us like extra dowels and extra screws just to make sure. Yeah, just to make sure everything was put together. And with being a brand new form factor, I kind of finally know what pieces go where. Like I know the G panel is the bottom of the panel. I know the P panel is the bracket that goes between the two halves of it. I've learned from building enough deluxe cabinets now that when you build them, you kind of build them in halves and then you stack them and put them on top of each other. You don't like build the full side panel anymore. So that's one of the new things. So just the experience of building a few deluxe cabinets really helped with building this cabinet you see here. So I just started with the base, knowing that it would be two sides of the cabinet, the cross beam supports, and, Travis was just kind of pulling out pieces here, helping out. But it was a pretty standard build. I wouldn't say there was anything else that was super unique about this. On the right side is the bottom of the cab that we put the G panel. Then we put the cross beams, which I believe are L panels.
Nobody got into it.
What's that? Nobody's got into it. I was telling both Cyrus and Travis that I would not stress test.
Well, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I can.
You can, because if it fits, it fits.
Regarding any new Street Fighter games, Capcom
versus SK 2? I would say, from a licensing standpoint, they do have the ability to make those games and titles. And so whether or not when they do it and if they do it, I think we can expect potential future titles that finally go into that range of games, from the Alpha series to Street Fighter 3. I don't know when or what, but I think from conversations with her, they have plans to do so. There's nothing solid about that.
Would you put Set Arcade in your arcade?
Would I put Set Arcade in my arcade?
No.
I would say no, because
No.
I don't have space, only as main reason. But and technically, yeah, I kind of don't need it, if that helps either.
All right, continue their story.
Okay, so after I built the first part of the base, it's just the two panels and the sides. Now we're starting to work on the front half of it. So now this is I probably should have moved that giant base, because now we're working on the backside. You can't really see anything else. But the side panel is completely new shape. It's the HS-5 form factor. And I saw 19K Fox's video last night where he was like, this is an oh, see, look, I was smart. I moved it to the side. Hey, look, past B, you were thinking about making this content later. You're blocking the view. So I do think it's an HS-5 shape. I don't know enough about the different versions of the HS1s to the HS5s. I thought the HS1s that I saw had a flat panel on the front versus that curved angle on the front. So I thought that was the main difference between the things. So I wasn't quite sure.
Ooh.
But
are we getting a Red Cross type event anytime soon? The
I
answer is also no.
Why not?
I don't know. It's so much work.
Yeah, but it would be like a fun to do. I actually did ask Cyrus about that, by the way. So I've asked Cyrus and actually asked John. I've been asking him for months if they would do something like that again. Because my thought is that, remember when we did that whole stream about should they do an event like that again?
Yeah.
it's a lot of logistical work. It took a lot of work to like not only put it on, but for months after that event, the whole Arcade1Up team, the logistics team, whoever had to actually ship out and process all this stuff was a ton of work. So I think it could be much, much improved. I don't know if it would happen in the same way, in the same scale, because I asked Cyrus and he agreed that logistically it was really tough to pull off in that format. But he said maybe something could be done in fewer SKUs, but he loved the idea of partnership and collaboration with a charity. Red Cross is definitely a huge charity that obviously I'm fond of and that we support. And yeah, I'm hoping a version of that can happen again, but I don't know when it's going to happen if it does, but that it won't happen in the same format if it does again.
Thanks, Jason, for catching that.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
continue.
Okay.
All right, so the build, right now we're building the top half. This is where it got a little bit tricky because now it's a new form factor, a new marquee build. And so I'm building the marquee section of it, which I kind of didn't have instructions. So I was like, the brackets kind of go here. It kind of fits there. Travis is working on putting the front, coin door. And later on the bottom right of the screen, you can see the control panel that's sitting there. And eventually Travis will pull off the protector. So there was no plastic screen protector like this. So on that panel, it's completely printed. Ooh. And so it's a high quality print where it's not rubbing off. So it's the first time they've done that since their Gen 1 cabinets.
Is the coin door lit? Coin
door is not lit, unfortunately. So none of the deluxe cabs have their coin doors lit. EJ, by the way, it was good seeing you. I saw EJ a couple of different times while I was at Evo. It was good hanging out with you. So yeah, he pulled off the protective cover off of it. And when the final build was done, I was asking Travis, I was like, hey, where's the deck protector? And he's like, oh, I peeled it off. Like, where is it? And we were searching for the deck protector for like a good 5 minutes. You might see it later on in the stream. And then we're like, where is it? And then we're asking Cyrus, and he's like, oh yeah, there doesn't come with one. But like at the time, we didn't even realize that there wasn't a deck protector on it. So, or he might have already done it because he already put the joysticks on it.
Yeah, I think he did.
You think so?
Yeah, because the joysticks.
Yeah, because it doesn't usually come with the joysticks, right? Mm-hmm. Let me go back and see if there was a part in the video where he actually unpeeled it. So let me move. Where's the mouse at?
Oh Lord, that's your second one.
Yeah, you're like, what's going on? Okay, so we were at 1943. Let's go back and see if we can see when he puts that on. Did he put on the joystick anywhere else? No, it's just sitting there. Was the joystick sitting? Oh, there it is.
Oh no, it's already on there.
What's that? Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's screwing it on right now.
Okay, let's see him peel. So all right, so here, this is where Travis is opening up the control panel. So this is kind of like the piece that everybody's wondering, like, how does it come with? It comes packaged with the
foamy thingies.
The foamy thingies. I'm seeing where he's
screwing it in.
But did he pull? Joystick. He didn't peel it off though, anything. Right?
So he peeled it off after he put the joysticks on?
Maybe he didn't peel it off. He said he peeled it off, but I didn't see him peel off anything, right?
Y'all are just excited to build something.
I know. I was peeling off the marquee section, and I was like, oh yeah. Okay.
So Corner Cage just asked, guys, is anyone here gonna add the Street Fighter? We are.
Are you? Okay. So maybe he didn't have the plexi cover because he didn't pull anything off, right? Am I missing it? Did he pull off any like plexi cover?
Nope.
That's me. That's me showing off that thing again. But did he peel off anything? I'm all looking on this side just to like double check.
I know.
No, he didn't, right? He's putting it over there and then he's not touching it anymore. So he didn't peel off any plexi thing. Say what?
So the difference between Thor KC says the difference between XL and Pro is a light.
Yeah, as soon as you put it off.
Anti-fatigue mat.
Huh.
Okay.
So there wasn't a cover on it. Maybe it's at the very end.
Well, now you gotta fast
all right. So all right, let's go back to 1943. So I was curious about when we actually maybe at the end he does it again. Okay. We're back to where we left off. All right, that's where we're at.
Look at you using like power drills.
Yeah, that's all we had. That's all we had access to. Okay, so from there, I was working on the monitor portions of it.
Is it worth a $1.99 super chat from 360?
It is. 360, what's up, man? He's like, 360's been messaging me. He's like, hey, how are the Evo Grand Finals? He's like, why aren't you there? That's because
he's at home.
I'm back. I left last night, man. So yeah, I wasn't quite there for the Evo Grand Finals. Even though Evo is about kind of the actual tournament itself, I really enjoy Evo for the exhibition hall experience than kind of like paying attention to, you know, all the different tournaments that are happening. I watched the MBC3 replay earlier today, and later on tonight, I'm sure the Street Fighter 6 championship will be definitely worth watching. I think right now it's still going on. Evo Grand Champion finals are going on in the Michelob Arena. I went last year to check out a couple of different matches, but yeah, it's a long day to be there all day.
Travis, he's here. He says, no, I confused it with MVC, which we had just finished before this. Wait.
Oh,
so
okay.
He didn't peel it off for whatever you're doing.
All right, so now. Travis is saying that there was no cover on the deck for this one. Okay, so that makes sense. I was really really confused about that.
Had I seen that a few minutes ago, you wouldn't have to
scroll back and scrub through everything. Yeah. Look at, now that Travis is here, it's like,
who's this?
That's Cyrus, who's kind of like poking back and forth. Maybe we can see a secret message on Cyrus's phone while we're here. We'll have to zoom into that. Look at Travis's sexy pose. He's all like, all up on the floor. Yeah.
Leg.
Yeah. Hello. So you're wondering why my shoes got all scuffed and everything? Because I was on the floor doing this. I had white shoes on that I just bought and it got a little bit scuffed. I even like injured my knee. I actually like was bleeding at the end of this too. Probably nicked to something else. All right, 3 minutes until FF6. Oh, nice. Very cool. So FF6 is just about to happen. All right, thanks all for joining in. So we're just going through, for folks that are joining, just as the B-roll of the build footage.
It literally is B-roll.
The B-roll, yes, from the build, just talking it through. And yeah, it was pretty standard. I don't know if there's anything else to kind of share about it.
Well, you could share how hungover you were.
Was I?
Oh, wait, where? There we go.
I didn't really drink that much, honestly. I had 2 beers on Friday nights after the stream with Cyrus. I had 2 beers. I have to give some big props, though, to another buddy of mine that I met up in Vegas. Eden was awesome. He actually kind of picked us up and took us to Chinatown for some pho after that stream with Cyrus. And then afterwards, we went to this really cool barcade called Player One in this little kind of back area of Vegas. And it was technically, if you had an Evo badge, you got in for free and got some free pizza. And it had some really cool games there. So I really appreciated that. That was cool. You should have just taken
off your shoes. But P did give you a shout out for keeping shoes on. So
yeah, I was in a public place. So Dubs, it would have been really rough to have that off during that build.
Carpeting. So Console Kids asked B, while at Evo, did you 1, plan, 2, chill, or 3, somewhere in between?
Oh, so Justin really knows me because I'm the type of person that honestly loves to know what I'm going to be doing every single day that I'm there. So I can tell you for this entire process, Justin, I was freaking out even the day before going to Evo, not knowing exactly what my role was going to be, what Arcade1Up needed to do, what I was going to be doing the day of. Was I going to be a booth babe? Was I have to answer questions? Was I going to, like, I had zero idea of what I was going to do for those 2.5 days. So as soon as I got there and I was like, okay, I know how to build cabinets. Like, this was like as most useful and kind of like specific thing that I did. The rest of the time, I thought during the Evo event that we might be hanging around the booth, but essentially the Capcom employees that they had got hired to do the event managed that whole booth space. So myself, Travis, nor Cyrus had to spend time at the booth at all for the rest of the event. Zero. Maybe just had to make sure the machine was up and running. But other than that, there was no other requirements for being at there. And then I just took it upon myself to do a little bit extra of shooting video. I got some cosplayers to come take pictures with the cabinet itself. I posted it into this public Google Drive, so content creators or anybody can have access to those pictures and videos if you want to make it. So I've been seeing all the reviews and comments and people looking at it, and I see all my pictures out there. So happy to see that out there. If you use a picture or video of mine, feel free to use it. You know, maybe just give me
don't forget to add a little airplane.
Yeah, that's not an airplane. That's a bee.
I know.
It's a bee.
It looks more like an airplane.
Airplane?
Airplane is the itinerary planner.
Yes, yeah. So I was freaking out the whole time. I didn't have a plan. But
you did
I still had a good
own
time.
Tools.
No, so the background, that's the Capcom booth. So the Capcom booth had those tools because they were putting up massive production TVs and things. You can see the people coming in and like taking the TVs away, moving those tables out of the way. So we did use tools from the actual legit production people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then Peter says, so is B doing the building and labor? Well, no. Cyrus was the project manager.
Literally,
right?
Cyrus was kind of sitting there taking calls and things. But poor Cyrus, like, yeah, he was definitely injured. He showed me the scar that he has on his shoulder. And like, he's legit injured. So he couldn't really help out from a build standpoint.
Tables behind you to build? Thank you,
so
Sega.
all those areas and tables were for the production team putting up the booth. They had TVs on those tables at the beginning of the stream that were like very expensive monitors and things. So we were just trying to find a little nook and cranny that was out of the way for the Capcom team that was there.
So you were just working off of toothpicks, a fork and a knife, right?
Yeah, I had to MacGyver some tools there. But yeah, we're peeling off the front monitor there. Be the booth, babe. This movie is filmed in 3 beers and it looks good. More beers would have made this a lot more fun, actually, because I think at this time, I don't even know if I'd eaten yet. Maybe I had some lunch at the airport and then I came here. But yeah, my bag and my suitcase was here. I hadn't even checked into my hotel room.
But how was fucking long?
Fuck him long. It's not fucking long. It's fuck him long.
You went to fuck him long. Right?
Yes, I love fuck him long. Fuck him long is awesome. It's this pho place in Chinatown. If you've never had pho you need to eat some pho. Pho is so good for you.
Calm down. Calm down. Dial back that Southeast Asian.
I love pho. What are you talking about, man? Did we talk about like if we ever owned a pho restaurant, like all the fun pho names that we would have? Be like
what?
Like pho show.
There's already pho show.
Pho show.
There's already pho show.
Pho fitty pho is the one that I grew up with. Fuck him long is probably like the best pho name ever. Yeah. Okay, anyways, and then what else did we do? Yeah, I didn't really grade that. Oh, I had Luxor buffet food, and then I also ate at this deli place by Travis's Elevator like twice.
Jeff, thank you.
Phenomenal. That is so good. Jeff, you win, man. That is a great fun name. I love that. Fush out. Phenomenal. Phenomenon. All the fun things would be so good. All right, so we're getting close to this is where we're looking at the front panel, and I'm taking some B-roll talking about this. So I think I have this footage somewhere that I haven't really shared.
So awesome.
Fucking good. Oh, nice. I like that. For all night. For all night. I love these fun names. Put more fun names. That's really fun.
Whoa,
all right. This is me just taking more pictures. What's the difference between pho and ramen? All right, go ahead, Mrs. Kongzures.
Awesomeness.
Mm-hmm.
They're both awesome, actually. You want your rice noodles, your egg noodles,
and the broths are all different.
The broths are very different.
Oh, look at me! So the speakers keep falling down because I'm taking pictures of it. So I might not have built this correctly to spec. There might have been a little bit of.
So the sound is not good. Justin wanted the sound.
Maybe I broke the speakers here, Justin, because I kept making the speakers fall down as I was trying to install the marquee. I wanted to take pictures and videos of this from behind so that before we didn't have to open this up again. Yeah. Fuck you. I like it. Let's go. What's up?
Sorry.
Fuck Chrome on your Fuck Chrome. Nice. On your KI Pro. All right.
Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
He's 50% more attracted to be after you went off on Batman. That was fun.
I didn't click on that.
All right. So yeah, this is me talking about the front part, not really knowing how to get it attached yet. So I think these are kind of the build components that are a little bit different on this cabinet here. That marquee section on the front, the marquee blew me away when I saw that reverse printed marquee. It's the first time we saw that. All these marquees that you see here, it's just white on the background. So that way, when it shines through, it can kind of bleed through. But that marquee, it had this image, but reversed.
Pointing at a marquee.
I'm telling you, I'm just like, yeah. So it's reverse printed. So that's why it was really impressive. So I wanted to take more pictures of that. I think we are peeling off the the plastic on the monitor, and so to not peel off on the little sides, Justin did a whole video on this. When you pull off that plastic protector and there's a little bit sticking behind the screws, since this is a display piece, we took a little bit of extra time to make sure we unscrewed the little screws before we pulled that thing off because we didn't want a little extras. So yeah,
so Travis was looking at the plastic.
So he's helping there. All right, so we're putting more pegs in. I'm going to put that speaker bit back in. And this is the part that everybody hates. We're getting ready to kind of put that top panel in and line everything up. And I swear, I've dropped that speaker at least 3 times because, I should have maybe like screwed it in from the bottom side. Maybe I screwed up the speakers because I was doing that.
Can you get my refill?
Yes.
It's right there.
This one?
In the Tron cabinet.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see how good your mics are.
All right. Yes, Console Kits, and thank you so much. This stream is also sponsored by Console Kits because I keep using his DJI mic. So, so the reason I keep using these is I don't know if you remember when you were here the other night, but I was I've had so many issues with my portable mic not working. I plugged this in about 10 minutes before the stream and I was trying to troubleshoot it. Put it into different USB parts, use different cables. So my normal portable mic, I might need to have to upgrade and get that. But I've been using this.
Into so many different ports.
Yes, I plugged it into so many ports and it was not cooperating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why you can't find the right port.
What do you think about these though? Does this sound good? So maybe I should invest in this, or maybe Justin, what I'll do is I'll just buy these off of you and send you a brand new one instead of shipping this back to you. Because
this is his?
Yeah, these are his. He left this when he was here. And yeah.
Okay, it's not Rode. Okay.
Yeah.
I just noticed it now.
Yeah, these are the
I'm so
GI
sorry,
wireless
it's touching
mics.
my sweaty chest.
Yeah, so maybe you don't want this microphone back, Justin, and I'll just send you a new one if that's okay. Okay, what are some other things? Ooh, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing but to fuck with. All right, look at all the fun things on here. We got some other things. Here we go. All right, the Cornercade also uses these DJI mics too. All right, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. What the fuck? Man, there's so many, so many good fun things. Okay, so we just put on the top panel. I don't know where we're walking off to. Oh, I think at this time, this is funny.
This is his ass.
So at this time, I was taking a Facebook call with some of the other folks that are here with us. So they were like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I put Cyrus on the phone with them, and so I was just taking a quick break, showing off the pictures there. So yeah, there it is, showing off the things. There's Cyrus. Look at Cyrus's shoes, by the way. Do you like his shoes?
They're 2 colors.
Mm-hmm. They're official Reebok Street Fighter 2 shoes that are like come in those 2 different color sets.
So then yellow and blue, and then red and...
It's blue and white. They're championship edition. So it's like this.
The red ones.
It's this style.
Oh, the red. Okay.
Yeah.
Red and white.
So it's like a champion.
So it looks like he's wearing 2 different shoes, and people are like, "Yo."
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. What's happening here?
No, he was just saying the audio sounds messed up. And I said like corner cream shade. He was like, yeah, I need to upgrade my portable mic system. So I apologize if the audio is bad. But man, I'm getting sweaty. Sorry for my ass out in the screen. I was not really paying attention. But we're screwing down.
Sweat stains. Oh no, it's
not sweat stains.
It's not sweat stains. So what are we screwing now?
We're screwing in the top panels because once we get everything on, those parts on the very bottom are sticking out because that's what we slide into the bottom half. You can see the table is starting to move away behind us because the Capcom booth is like moving at the same time as we're building everything.
But then you already have an arcade.
Yeah, that's the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet that we already built. They just actually moved the big sign that has the Arcade1Up backdrop like to that spot. So that was where the final panel was going to be. But yeah, putting all this stuff in is always like the most difficult part, where you're putting on the top half of the panel, kind of lying it down, lining it up. Let me know. Press a 1 in the chat if you hate that portion of this build. I always think that's the hardest part, is putting that second panel on top and screwing everything down. I think it's like the part I hate the most. Put a 1 in the chat if that's like the part that you hate the most of building any of these cabinets.
The deluxe cabinets.
Any of the cabinets. Normally you have to like build one half of it, stick it up, and then line up all the stuff.
You mean the other side? Yeah.
Toxin knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly.
It's
happening. Eli, you know it. Okay, so now we're just taking some more pictures of the side. Kareem Joe, you know the pain. All right, so now we're putting on the front panel. Oh, so this is where he had put on the coin door before sliding this in, and it didn't fit because it didn't go through. So like we had to unscrew the bottom 2 parts. So like this Travis like, whoops. So don't put on the coin door first until you slide in that front panel. So yeah, so it didn't go through.
Oh.
And then I'm like,
how flush it was.
Yeah, so it goes through the front, and then I was like, oh, does it go all the way down? I think some of the other deluxe cabinets that I saw have a little notch that helps with the screws for the coin doors. It's like this part right here. But I did see it on the bottom, so we screwed it back on. So we were kind of just like double checking, make sure everything was flush and fit. Put it back down, and I think I finally discover on the bottom that there are 2 holes. And I was like, oh yeah, and then I put them back in.
There's always 2 holes in the bottom.
Yes, there's always 2 holes in them. And no, you cannot sit on the G panel, Mrs. Congruous. I see you eyeing it. You would not fit into that.
So everyone seems
to
agree
it's the worst. Agree. The top panel of the building is also building the riser because you finish the top, you just want to get to panel. I know, right? That's why I usually build the riser first, Jason. When I'm building cabinets that have risers, I just get the riser out of the way so I can just put it on top afterwards. So you're building one bar type, and then exactly. It never lines up, one panel sticking out. Sometimes I kind of just start to fit it in, and then eventually try to make sure that it starts to slide in. You lift up the cab and you drill the whole entire side. It helps keep everything in place. When you put on the other side, it stays in place too. Yeah. I lift it up on one side and make sure that at least one side of it is drilled in. So yeah, you definitely have to do that first. So once we slid everything on, I've done deluxe cabinets where I have everything standing up and like I have the cab upright and stick it on top. But I did see in the instructions, or at least on a different cabinet, it was easier to slide it in kind of from its side.
You did it.
And that was the very first time that I was like, all right, this makes a lot more sense to just do it on its side. It's the whole Evo was sponsored by Chipotle.
You didn't get a Chipotle?
I did. I'll show you.
You have the Chipotle still?
I had to do something to get something from Chipotle.
You had to be a booth babe to get something from Chipotle.
Check this out.
What am I looking at? Evo.
Turn it around.
By Chipotle. What the?
It's just a Chipotle pin. I had to like post it.
It's a Chipotle pin. It's not even like, it doesn't say Evo on it.
Oh, but check this out though. That's pretty cool. All right, hold on.
Cute.
Let me show people's. All right, sorry. Look at this. Oh, let me take this off.
Wait. Pause the Travis foot.
Oh, pause. We're talking about Chipotle.
You gotta look at I'm still holding it up. But then like they give him a big ass Chipotle pin. Like, what are you gonna do with it? And on the back it has the Evo on it.
All right, let me just take this off for a sec. Look, so there's Evo, there's a Chipotle pin. So yeah, Evo was sponsored by Chipotle, but I had to post a picture and tag them. And it's an arcade candy cap with the little Chipotle symbol in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, anyways, back to the build. We're pretty much almost done. I think I'm just screwing in the rest of the side panels right now, all the different screws that are there. And then I think, oh yeah, so this is the part where I'm putting in.
Did you find an extra, like, where does this go?
Well, I was looking, because the way that it sits in, let me just pause this real here and talk for this section. Well, no, I'll keep talking through it. So the control panel itself uses those little, I forget what they're called, like the brown pieces, the blocks that kind of go on the sides. And then it sits on there. So that's how it sits really flush, is that it has those blocks. Most likely like the Star Wars build, I guess that's what it's most similar to. So it has that. I think some of the sides were peeling off, so we had to like fix the side really fast. Travis, get out of the way.
Carl.
This is not live. This was filmed on Thursday, so we're just kind of going through the full build for everything.
And there's a gentleman, and there's Mrs. Kong's R Us.
Yes, this is it.
This is live. What you're looking on the screen is not live.
Correct. Yes.
But Mrs. Kong's R Us and Gentleman is live.
We are. All right, what else do we got? All right, so we're finally getting through. Oh, thank you, Donovan. I appreciate that. So Toxin, yeah, I think when I first saw it finally upright, I agree that I thought the shape of the cabinet did look good. You know, obviously the title of the stream that I had in my thumbnail was like, is it worth upgrading though? I definitely want to talk about that in just a second. But from the shape, if this is your first looking at now, yes, nice Spaceballs reference. Not now, because now was then. Then is now. Now's when is then. We just passed it. Can we go back? No. I don't remember the lines, but that was. But really
now
good.
We're looking at now.
But it's now. Yeah.
Or Mrs. Kong's or Us. Now.
Yes. All right, we're almost done. I think I'm just putting together all the different back end for the electronics. There's not much different on the PCB side. The monitor is the same BOE monitor specs that we saw previously on the new one, so there was no issues with the BOE monitor.
I love how you say BOE. I just go Bo.
BOE. It's best on earth.
Bo.
Our brother-in-law works for Best on Earth.
Bo. Yes.
There is an Ethernet port, so that's something to report on the PCB side of it. I didn't take a picture of it, but there is an Ethernet port because most fighting games have an Ethernet port for you to be able to plug everything in. I think we are testing out right now the back of the P panel or the P screws to make sure that it lines up.
I love this uncle. He's just like, what is
he's
this
just chilling.
And he just like put it back on the table for you. Thank you, uncle.
Yeah, because the side seams that we're looking at the back right now, you can't tell in this picture, but when the two halves line up, since it's black, the seam is also very noticeable. So I think on that side that we're looking at, that like we kept looking at it because it was, you could see a little bit of the white vinyl that was peeking out. And so that's why we're trying to see, like, is there a way we can kind of tuck this in and make sure that the seam looks a little bit better? Did we like mess anything up? So I think we're trying to loosen it up a little bit. And so from a feedback standpoint, the two halves of the panels, they have kind of like this black vinyl attached to it. And then it kind of just stops.
Also attached?
What's that?
This uncle is part of your stream now.
He is.
He's been chilling here
but
for a while.
the vinyl on the panel stops right at the edge. So if it kind of like gets peeled back a little bit, it'll expose the white underneath it. So the feedback I gave to Cyrus is that if on a production model, if you have the vinyl and you have it go over the edge, kind of like as a cover, and then when you put the two halves together, it wouldn't expose the white portion of it. So I hope they can do that. I mean, it would be stretching the vinyl just a little bit, but I think that would really help with not putting it together.
So Console Kits asks, is the front HS-5 called the P panel? Really?
No, the P panel is the bracket panel that goes between the two halves. So the two halves are the P. I don't even know if that part was labeled, because most everything else had like a number part to it. But there were 0 instructions for this cabinet. We were building this, you know, basically off of memory and kind of shape design. Like there wasn't much that was too different, but you can see me finally finding the right size screws to put in those wooden blocks on the side. So that was pretty.
Oh, it's
all right. Hive Mind motto. That's right. Yeah. Paul. Yeah, Paul Miniman has a good point. So let's be real. The production model is already on the way. It's too late to fix anything now. You might be right? But they say late October. I did know going to this event that it was going to be rough to get this cabinet like here in time to see the full model. So there might be a little bit of time to put this on and change it. So, I mean, the biggest feedback that we've seen are, you know, getting the color match panel. I think that's the biggest complaint people are having right now. And then maybe that like white portion that I was mentioning, some of the speaker upgrades, I don't know if they can do. Matching the panels are probably going to be the biggest, most important thing.
But look what's new.
Yeah.
The thingy hoosers.
Yeah, so that front part. So that part attaches via one peg. So the wooden part of that piece has one peg and then a slot for you to screw in a screw.
Wow, so it's only being held by one screw. Don't lean on it. 2
screws on both sides and the peg on the other side. So once that's
lean on it.
So that part goes in first. And I'm sorry I didn't show off more of the front panel. Oh, so this is where we start thinking about like, where is the panel? Okay, so this is the exact moment where we're like, where the hell is the panel? So this is about 5 minutes of us like, is there a plexi cover? Did that old man that was on the stream steal? Did Uncle take it away? We're literally looking all over the place right now for the plexi cover. Like that, the look on Travis's face right now, he's like, I remember pulling off the plexi cover on this. Like, where the heck is it? And then like I'm scratching it. See, everybody is wondering about like how good this is, and I'm like, I think it's meant to be that way. Because the other thing is, if there was a plexi on this portion of it, there wouldn't be a plexiglass cover on the front portion of it. So it would look really off to have a plastic plexi on just the regular control panel, because that way it wouldn't be flush and seam all the way. So as soon as we discovered that, we're like, and then we finally found Cyrus and we asked, it's like, is this supposed to be correct? And then he was like, yeah, it's supposed to be correct. But this whole point, this is where I asked Cyrus right now. And he's like,
who is he on the phone with?
What's that? Oh, that's me talking to like, I think it was like Michael B. Yeah, there's Michael B and Justin behind the scenes that we're just talking to, and it was just showing them some stuff. So yeah, this is me touching the panel, and I was like, there is no plexi cover on this. This is how we discovered it for the very first time. So I think the concerns that people have about no plexi and the paint rubbing off, based on what I was experiencing, I don't have concerns about the paint rubbing off. It was really, really good quality. So if it's done and printed correctly, you know, unless you're really scratching it with like a knife or something hard falls on it and something breaks.
Something hard falls on it.
Yeah, but I mean, that could happen with artwork on any cabinet though. So, I mean, it's not just going to be this.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing right now. Yeah. What's that? I'm playing with the joystick.
Arcade1Up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so yeah. Okay. Then now they're moving the Arcade1Up sign over.
That's a little foam sign.
So yeah. That's the foam sign for the backdrop for everything, for us getting set up with stuff. And I think that's it. I think we're pretty close to the end of the video.
Well,
I think we're going to... Oh, yeah. And then we're going to test turning it on right now. And then I think hopefully this was somewhat entertaining. I mean,
We just
normally,
spent the entire stream watching your stream.
yeah, but normally when we do this and we're doing this live, it's all like clunky and we're like all sweaty and talking about stuff. But at least we can kind of do some commentary of stuff. Only
Whoa.
time will tell how durable the paint is. Yeah, for sure. But since I was the only person and Travis was there, and the story is that they've tested other versions of cabs that has.
What does Justin know that we don't know?
This is the moment you enter
I don't know
shill
anything.
embargo for 12 hours. Oh yeah, because at this time when Justin saw everything, he already knew this cabinet was coming out before. Okay, we finished. That was the build video with everything.
Your little VLC, not the Illuminati.
Yes. All right. So 45 minutes, a little fast forward build video. The actual
Justin, your mic is heavy. I was pulling my dress down.
So the actual build time for that cabinet was just about over an hour for us to build it. And we were taking our time because we didn't have instructions. So I think it's from a build standpoint, it's not that difficult to build compared to other Deluxe cabinets. So nothing else that's really brand new or out of the ordinary, just that really front portion of it. I think Nostalgia was mentioning about the plastic. The plastic is really good quality. I don't think there's any chance of it bending or breaking in the packaging. I don't know like over time if there would be any warping, but I don't know if there's any other plastic parts that Arcade1Up products have had that have warped though. So
I can warp something.
Yeah.
Shen Li says it seems small for Deluxe.
It's about the same size as your Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. So if you have one of those cabinets, it's very similar to that size.
Wow, you make building cabs fun to watch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, I wasn't there to step into the gym.
All right, what games are included on the cabinet? So there's 14 games on the cabinet. I don't have the games list up right in front of me, but actually I might. Hold on.
So he's looking. He's going to stop screen share. He's clicking on screen share.
No, I'm going to pull up a picture. I have it.
A Explorer. Oh, look, Evo 2020. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hello pictures.
Yeah, I do have the games list.
He does.
Yeah, because I know I probably could bring up the exact. It's on the website right now, but instead of doing that,
we're
I'm
going
to
to screen share.
Yeah, instead of doing that, I'm just going to share this. It's the exact same thing as the Yoga Flame list. So this is last year's Yoga Flame cabinet for Capcom Legacy. That cab is the same shape as this. I didn't buy it. Okay. It has Street Fighter artwork. But this games list is exactly what's on the Dynamo cab that you just saw. So King of Dragons, Strider, Pro Gear, Battle Circuit, 3 Street Fighters, Puzzle Fighter, Strategy Night, Slam Masters, Capcom Sports Club, Final Fight, Giga Wing, Captain Commando, Armored Warriors, which is a decent lineup. But in my opinion, personally, here's the reason why the stream title thumbnail asked, is this worth upgrading if you either have a big blue cabinet, which I've had for the last 2 years now, or one of these Yoga Flame cabinets? And the big blue cabinet that I have, I looked at the price point when it first came out. Do you remember how much this cost? Did I ever tell you?
Your soul?
No, and I'm pointing at this like you guys can see it. Let me share my other screen.
Oh, gotta make sure the audio doesn't go to.
It won't go to it.
Okay.
All right. Can you throw that on the screen?
I can throw that on the screen. At the stream. Look at that.
All right. So this is the big blue cabinet right here that came out in September of 2021. When this cabinet first came out, this is a championship edition cabinet, right? Let me just do my own little walkthrough of this. This cabinet was $599 when it first came out. So everybody was truly shitting on this cabinet when it first came out in terms of the renders, saying that, yeah, they said it looked hideous. They're like, I get tick buzz like some shit because I remember he got in trouble for saying it looked like the Twin Towers, and people were like, that's something you should never say. But people were making fun of how skinny and weird it looked. But it's a championship edition Street Fighter cabinet, $599. I've done some upgrades on it, but it's big blue. It has the championship edition side art on it. So this was also a very plain cabinet design, and it was very simple at the time. I've since upgraded the control panel. So this is a boss panel from Greg for 99 Lives. The original panel was kind of just flat across here, and it was a little bit higher. So this really added to that shape of a real big blue. Bobby Blue also makes a really cool replacement deck as well. So once I did this upgrade, I really like the shape of the big blue cabinet. And then the last thing is there was no coin door here, but I added a coin door. Hobby Hands, if you're here in the chat, this is your coin door, man. So Hobby Hands made a coin door at one point. So I added a coin there. There was some kind of subtle art behind here that you really couldn't tell. A Capcom logo on the very bottom. But this was, I think most people that got this cabinet were actually really happy with it when it first came out. It also came with the stool. So at $5.99, this was one of the more expensive cabinets that came out. But from the Big Blue lineup, me personally, I actually like the lineup on Big Blue better than the Yoga Flame edition. That's because I'm more of a fighting game fan. And not only does it have the 3 Street Fighter games, that has Puzzle Fighter, it has the Darkstalker series. And so we haven't seen the Darkstalker series. I wish it would have at least included one of the Darkstalker games on the Yoga Flame list, but it has Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, and Vampire Savior. And Vampire Savior community is still pretty big. Like, this was actually one of the games that was still being run at EVO as a side tournament. So Vampire Savior still has a pretty good following. I wish there'd be more people playing this cabinet, but you can tell there's not a ton of people playing it, even though people say like they love Darkstalkers. But come on, Darkstalkers gave us Felicia and Morgan and some other key players.
We have to ask. Hold on.
Yes.
So Mikey El Piloto says, are they selling that control panel?
This control panel right here? Yeah, if you go to 99 Lives Arcade, he's still selling this boss panel. I think maybe it's like $150, and I've replaced these with actual real HAP joysticks. So these are HAP joysticks, red and blue ones, and then HAP style concave buttons on here because I wanted to have those on here as well. So this is a really nice upgrade, very simple. It's still, you can put the Plexignon cover on it. Even the deck protector has lights, and this was the value at a $5.99 cabinet. So the HS-5 is $4.99. It doesn't come with the stool. I think the days of Arcade1Ups coming with stools is gonna be probably a lot more limited now. I don't remember the last title that we got that actually came with the stool. It might have been Tron. I think Tron was the last one that I have that actually came with the stool. I got this MK stool separately. This is a Big Blue stool. Mrs. Kongzerus is sitting on a Marvel vs. Capcom stool. When that cabinet came out and it was $500, that was worth it. So yeah, me personally, I don't think it's worth upgrading if you have a Big Blue cabinet. Like, Big Blue is still, in my opinion, a really good cabinet. And I asked Cyrus at the time, I was wondering, like, why didn't they use Big Blue as a form factor? Why didn't they put Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is a Capcom title, in a cabinet like Big Blue, which when I go to arcades, oftentimes I will see a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 inside of a Big Blue machine. Like, this is and has been a really unique Capcom-shaped design. We've not seen them use this form factor in other games. And so the main reason Cyrus was telling me is that even though in the end, after people were complaining about the shape and the size and look of it, the shape and the size and the look also was not a big fan for retailers. And retailers didn't pick it up and buy it as much as they thought they would. It's the reason why it went on sale a ton. I think at last year's Red Cross sale, it was like the #1 item that was $150 that people were buying. And so a lot of people got them on clearance because it wasn't selling well at retailers. And that's probably the main reason why we haven't seen a new Big Blue form factor. It's because the shape didn't sell well and didn't sit well with casuals. Even though it's an authentic Capcom design cabinet, that's why they chose to kind of put this in a generic, I would say midway form factor, because Mortal Kombat used to look like this. This looks like the Mortal Kombat cab, right? The other thing that's kind of a downfall of this is the height of the control deck. Even though it's taller than the other cabinets, this sat much lower and also was a little bit more uncomfortable for people to play. But most arcades also had different heights for control panels. So, I mean, it looks okay in the lineup of different cabinets, but that's another kind of like people were saying like the deck is too low and it's slanted was another negative piece of feedback. But overall, my little spiel is saying that I personally don't feel like I would upgrade to the HS-5 cabinet design from this because I've already put enough love to update my Big Blue. It's not enough from the deluxe standpoint for me to upgrade. Plus, I personally like the games list better on Big Blue more than the other one. So that's my spiel.
So Paul asked a very interesting.
Let me take this off. Go ahead.
Question, or not interesting question, interesting observation.
You think A1UP is respawning and starting over? I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but I think it does make sense that they're trying to continue to grow and market to brand new people. And anybody who is getting into the hobby now, and these deluxe cabs are the first cabs you're buying now in 2023 is the first time you're discovering Arcade1Up. these are freaking fantastic titles to get because the cabs and designs are way better than we got in the past. So I think it's a good time. The price points are higher, right? If you can wait and get them on sale and buy last year's model on sale too, they're still pretty decent. But this year's Deluxe, like a year from now when they go on clearance, and that happens to be the first time you get cabs, I think people would be really happy with these. So it just sucks for us that have been here for a while that we see these rehashes. The moral of the story is the right thing to do isn't always the right thing to do from a business point of view. That makes sense.
Oh, he is wearing a blue octopus.
You want to talk about what you did yesterday?
We went to CatCon.
Yeah.
Yay!
All right. Let's switch over to the conversation that Mrs. Kongos wants to talk about.
I went to CatCon.
And?
It was awesome.
And why don't you have a cat on your lap right now?
They do not want to be on stream.
You want me to go find a cat for you?
You want me to find a cat
I'll go find a cat for you.
Who's going to find
while
a cat
you read the chat.
while I read the chat. Can you do me a favor? Can you also get me a refill?
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's do this. What should I sell first? Who wants to buy a big blue?
Stop.
$200. Best offer.
I'm
Let
still
me know
talking to the
now.
mic. It still can hear me.
So what is my favorite pinball machine right now? I don't know if you're asking me, Fenshiro, but I would love to hear what everyone else has to say. Mine right now is Foo Fighters. I love music. I love that they have lots of like fun little games there. So it's awesome. Ooh, Nooner. How much will you pay for Tron? Because I stepped in it. And, something happened. So let's see. Why do all PCBs have an SD? That's a good question. That is a very good question. If someone can answer Shun Li's question, that'd be awesome to hear too. Let's see. What is the best bread of cat to get?
All right. What's more important to you?
Best bread of cat to get. Cats are loaves. Oh, you brought me my loaf. This is my loaf. She is awesome. Anywho.
Who's behind you?
Yes, thank you.
I got number 3 else.
This is the best loaf to get. Look at this loaf cat. That is awesome. So I don't know. Actually, I want to hear best breed. Got it, Eli. Anybody who wants a home. That's to be honest. Ooh, Nooner is gonna give me $200 and a coupon for some pho and a 6-pack of my favorite beer. Ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all remembered our cats. The Moo is someone here. Yes, this cat is very chill. She is so chill. She's willing to go to work. Work. Actually, play games. Play video games. Anywho.
All right. We've been going on for about an hour now, but I do have 2 cool things I want to show off. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see a New Wave Toys Coke machine.
Put a 1 in the chat while I read Rob's message. I'm making my own HOTD cab with big bug parts and a Wii or mini PC with Haribo arcade guns and a new 19-inch monitor with a wooden bezel and custom plastic bezel because I can't wait for them to make one. This is such a Frankenstein cab. It sounds awesome, Rob.
Yeah.
All right, unboxing.
You know what an HOTD cab is?
No clue.
House of the Dead.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
That sounds awesome, dude.
But they want to see this.
You guys want to see it? All right. I also have another thing to unbox since we're going to be hanging out. If you want to just continue hanging out and chill.
Hello,
Mike wants to see it. Who else wants to see a molded coin door from one Laramie Griffith, aka Retro 530? I think I really want to check that out, actually. So
I do want to check it out. Open it. What's in the box?
What's in the box? Retro 530 Laramie Griffith actually offered something
Oh, I should put this one up.
for the community that the community's been wanting a long time. Is like Arcade1Up created these molded coin doors that were pretty fantastical. I thought they were really freaking cool. And I was hoping that he would eventually, they might sell these a la carte, but he created from scratch. This isn't an exact replica of the Arcade1Up one, his own version of a molded coin door. So I think this is really freaking cool.
Door. Let's see the door.
Yeah. So I want to check this out. And I'll do a full review video of this too.
So Jason ordered 2 lit functional doors from Retro 530.
Yeah, I can't wait to get them too.
Oh, no. So he hasn't shipped them out yet.
Yeah, so he has them on pre-order right now. So I don't think they're available for retail pickup, but he did send me one. I'm going to be buying a bunch from him. So
Ready?
now this stream is sponsored by Retro 530 too.
Ready?
All right.
I got me a fat cat.
All right, here it is. There it is. Look at this. Nice 3D printed high quality coin door. Nice. Even this part is chrome and painted too. I think that's a really nice feature there on the back side. Looks like these two screws are holding on this part here. If you don't want to light this up and you just want to attach it.
Michael B wants to hear you swear at somebody again.
Well, somebody will have to make me really mad again, Michael B. You don't want to see me angry.
Retro Lizzie said swear at me.
You want me to swear at you, bae? You want me to swear at you?
Wait, what? That's bae?
He's my bae.
Son of a fucking bitch.
She can cuss you out because, you know.
You are not his bae.
Okay, so here is the template to be able to put things on. It also gives you some coin doors that have been designed to support multiple applications. So yeah.
What is this?
Come on, babe. He's my arcade babe. All right, so you have
alone tonight.
Have some double-sided tape to be able to apply this and just to have it stick on the four corners. So yeah, this is really simple. I like it. And then he also gives you the option of, if you don't want the coin doors that are here, where it says play again, it actually has these coin doors that you can slide in here and you can light these up. He even gives you the kit where you can plug this into pretty much a lot of different applications. There's a USB converter. There's this USB to 12-volt adapter that you can use. And then this is the wires to be able to go into it. So this is a really cool application. So I think
19K Fox.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make a Streets of Rage cab?
I'm not even going to acknowledge that question, 19K Fox. Why don't you create your own YouTube channel and ask that own question to yourself, 19K Fox, Mr. Man? I like how the community's trying to get me all riled up now.
I know.
That's funny. All right. I think that's really freaking cool. Laramie, if you're watching this later on, I'll do a full review of this. But I think this is really freaking cool. Look at this, the quality of this. And I think he's only charging like $45 shipped for this whole kit, which I think is amazing. I don't know if the whole kit is that cost or if it's just a door and you have the upgrade options for the buttons, because the buttons themselves, like this light up kit, I believe is about $20 on its own. So I don't know. I'll have to check the options on his website, but this is a really great option for people that want to add coin doors to cabinets that don't have them. And let's just do a quick comparison to a stock one. So yeah, so here is a stock one. Let's just lower the camera.
P-Dubs wants to know, B, is Arcade1Up gonna make a metal slug cab?
You guys are such assholes. So let me just say that much.
Oh, this is an asshole right here. Oh wait, I'm sorry, the asshole's right here.
Here's the stock control panel versus this one. And I guess you can't really tell because it's really dark, but they're really, really close. It's really, really close. Yeah. So same size. It almost is almost very, very close to an exact replica.
Oh, how fun.
It doesn't have the Arcade1Up across here.
Button and sound effects.
But
What do you mean when
very,
you
very
get your quarters
close.
back?
What's that?
Oh, so Shinli said they need a corn door with push buttons and sound effects.
Yes.
Basically, sound effects where you say motherfucker
Cha-ching.
when you don't get your coin back.
Yes, Mrs. Kongzerus is going to be the potty mouth today. All right. Since we're on stream and hanging out.
Oh, wait. Let's play Monday morning quarterback.
Corner K, do you really want to see me go off on anybody?
Oh, wait.
You guys are just baiting me at this point.
Justin asked, is Arcade1Up going to make a track?
All right, this is just the what are we gonna do to get B to to reveal anything? Actually, I know that Travis knows what the 80s title is gonna be, but I didn't really press Cyrus and or Travis to tell me more about what Arcade1Up plans are. So beyond the title that I know is coming out pretty soon and the one that was unboxed in that other cabinet, I don't know anything else, which is actually a nice feeling. So
you know, it's also a nice feeling.
What's that?
When we get a $4.99 super chat.
Yo, what's up, Con L? He says that coin looks awesome. Are the buttons have a coin slot image on it still? How hard would it be to change it? This image that is the stock one. I don't know if you can see it in the light. Has 25 cents insert coin to play. So the image, I think it's just a little piece of paper that's printed. So you can probably take this off and put it in. So I think that would be easier. I don't think this is, it's pretty snug in there though. So you would have to use something sharp to be able to pull it out, and it might destroy this image, but you could replace it. I think you can do that.
Hold
and
on.
then, so yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Retro Lizard, take it back. I love my Kong Mama. She is awesome. I will beat your face.
Dude, Retro Lizard, your mama's so fast she jumped in the air and got stuck. But your mama's so fat I tried to walk around her, I got lost halfway. Your mama's so greasy she uses bacon for a band-aid.
But your mom's awesome. I will beat anybody who takes down your mom.
I'm saying that with a smile because I don't know how else to be mean.
Anywho, we have the best mods. You have the best mods.
All right, thanks everybody. All right, so we're gonna be taking a look since we have some time on stream, and I just got this. It's the coin door, but look, it's funny. It says "Do not fork" on this side. This is so funny that they actually did this. Because this
I need to grab a fork and stab at it.
No, but it's like it's for a fork lift. Like on our pinball machine, it says "Do not fork" on this side. But the fact that they created the box that says "Do not fork" on this side is authentically hilarious that they put that on the outer packaging.
$5 authentically hilarious.
What's that?
From Carlos Sanchez, who says, yes, the coin door looks great. I pre-ordered one.
Yeah.
Get mine.
Oh, thank you so much, Carlos Sanchez. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a review on this pretty soon. You know, installation I don't know which cabinet I'm going to put it on though, because most of the cabinets I have, I now have 4 different types of coin doors in my collection. I have the stock Arcade1Up one right here. I have on my Tron a custom one from RNSK Skunkworks that's right here, which is like the classic style slot. I have this one on my Big Blue from Hobby Hands, which is a really another style.
Just turn to your mama jokes.
And then I have this classic one from RNSK Skunkworks too. Like it's a 3D print. Oh, it's hard to tell. Sorry, my camera is tough, but that's another coin door slot that I have. So I have 4 different types of coin doors, and I think that makes sense because coin doors were all different in the arcade as well. So that's pretty cool.
Oh gosh.
All right, so, you got your mama jokes now?
We got mama jokes, but like Michael B, the game genie, had to ask, B, are you worried about that when Batman starts a YouTube channel, grows an audience, travels to evil next year, and does the best damn interviews in the world to spite you?
If I somehow inspired Batman to do all that, I would fucking drive all the way to Evil next year and give him a high five myself and introduce him to Cyrus. If he does all that work, you know, I'm no stranger to being able to get along with folks after maybe I've not gotten along with them in the past. You know, always things can be forgiven, but I will never forget how Batman called us some lame ass streamers in the middle of a stream.
You just created your own supervillain. You got a Joker.
Batman is now my supervillain. Thank you very much.
So that makes you Joker.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I can be an anti-hero. I think that's okay. Do you want me to be a Batman? You want me to be a Joker? All right, look, it says, all right,
I want you
do not fork this side. It doesn't say anything here. Do not fork this side. That's so funny that they put that on here. So I think that's funny. That's hilarious. They normally do that on cabinets that have, like, if you're actually forking it. Okay, so let's open this up. Ooh.
I love this. Cornercade said B would take Batman to forever.
Forever. Forever, ever. Forever, ever. Okay, there it is. We got a nice Coke machine, replica vending mini fridge. This is an actual refrigerator.
Why?
It actually cools. Babe, I can put beers in here. You can cool down a beer inside of this in 20 minutes.
I don't see a beer in there.
It just came. Would you like me to put a beer inside of it?
Open this up.
Okay. This is now turned into an unboxing stream, but hopefully you guys don't mind. I'm surprised you still have your loaf there.
I got my loaf there. My loaf likes to be with loaf.
Looking pretty good.
It is a cocaine machine.
Ah.
And they fully spelled Pepsi wrong. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Anywho.
I'm going to send an invite link to the guys in case anybody wants to join.
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Unbox it. Yay.
Yay.
You can put 2 beers in there. That's it.
Come join. All right. I just sent out a bat signal or a Joker signal in case any of your other favorite fellow streamers want to come and join. Let me know if you want to hear from folks. Okay, so this is a first. It's actually wrapped up in plastic completely. A lot of the other cabinets that I've gotten for New Wave Toys doesn't have kind of any type of cover on it. So this is nice. It's a different style. It's not a, I guess you wouldn't call it a Replicade? Is it something else? Because replicades are their arcade replications. This is called a new wave vending. So it's not a replicade. It's like maybe they're creating a whole new series, and this is the first of replica vending machine.
Too.
Huh?
So cool.
Yeah. It's so cool. So maybe we'll see more machines like this. Maybe we can see a replica like claw machine, or what other vending machines would be cool? What if it was like a snack machine and it actually had like miniature things that like went and you can have little Frito bags like popping out of them?
It's a Frigilacade.
A Frigicade.
Frigilacade.
Yeah. I think they had some issues coming out. People were like waiting for these, and they just started shipping out. So I got my Frigicade. Boom, 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 boom.
Wait, your thing is not auto-focusing. I guess.
There it is. Ooh.
You can push buttons.
Yeah.
I can push buttons.
This is nice and it's bigger than I expected, actually.
It's bitty.
What are you talking about? This is freaking awesome. Oh, there's heft to this. The immediate thing. Hold this. How heavy is that?
It's okay.
Feels good?
I felt something heavier.
Yes. Okay. All right. So here is the Coke machine sitting on top of a stool to give you a size comparison of how big it is. Immediately, I'm looking at the artwork printed on here. It's looking really clean as a dollar bill.
M says, "Don't you feel like a giant when you open it?"
I'm a giant. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, can we fit a bottle of bourbon in it? Well, I don't know if 19K Fox has named bourbon for us.
I know. You let me know. But you can press all these buttons, which is really cool.
No riser. It's a deluxe Coke machine.
There's a hinge right here. So let's open it up and see. Oh, wait, there's a sticker here. So there's a new wave vending. So it's not New Wave Toys. They've created their own new sub-brand called New Wave Vending is now the thing. I'm just going to stick the sticker on the back. I have like a thing where I like to keep stickers and things. So that was closing the top. Ah, there it is.
There's foam in there.
There's foam in here.
What
and there's the rest of the parts for everything. Okay. So there's the foam. Here's probably the power adapter. Ooh, it's insulated. There's like metal insulation right there. So let's just open this up. This is the power adapter, I assume. So pretty hefty. Oh my goodness, what was that? That was heavy. Whoa, there's 6 little beer cans and they're heavy, or like Coke cans. They're Coke cans. Yeah. They're tiny. They're little actual Coke cans, but they're hefty, like they're full. So I guess that would make sense.
Keep it away from the cats.
Yeah, but like it's like almost die cast. Like this whole thing is die cast. This is crazy.
Put a foot inside.
Can you put your foot inside of it? Is that a challenge, console kids? I'm sure Mrs. Kongzerus would do it. All right, this
rising to the occasion. Look at me. I'm actually literally rising.
Okay. All right. Foot. Yes.
I have a bitty foot.
It fits a foot. Congratulations, Mrs. Kongzerus. Your foot can now fit inside of this. I don't know who else would put a foot inside of this fridge, but I don't think my foot would fit inside. Okay, you don't want to see that. All right. This is really cool. I like the heft of these cans. They feel really good. And inside here is a 12 volt.
Oh my God.
I want to say.
Before that,
yes.
console kids asked if I could fit, or if your mom could fit inside.
That I don't know.
But Mrs. Kongzerus can only fit a foot inside. So
all right.
Thanks for asking.
So this other piece of thing here is New Wave Vending. It's like a little foam cover. It's a little grate. I think this is to put in the middle, and this is to hold 2 cans. So you could put 1 can here and 1 can here, so it can fit 2 standard 12.
P-Dub says no foot, so I should put on shoes before I put it inside.
Please, no feet. You don't like Mrs. Kongzerus' feet? I think this is you think this is a coaster?
Possibly, but today,
I think
Thompson just learned that you like heft. I am very hefty.
Yeah, she is. I love it. I think this is a coaster. It could be just used as a coaster. But this is the kind of, you can fit a bottle or it can fit 2 cans. That's what it's meant for. All right. So there's also, I don't know what this is for.
It's a koozie.
What's that?
No, it's not a koozie. I think it's a coaster.
This
looks like a coaster.
Also, I don't know what this piece is for.
Chillin'?
Huh?
To keep it cold.
Maybe this is actually the part that makes it cool,
yeah,
right? Because this is the coil that I think is going to get cold. And so, yeah, there is an attachment here. So I think this is what's going to actually keep it cold.
P-Dubs says, let's see your feet. Let's see mine.
Well, her feet are okay, but no B's feet. Okay.
All
right.
They want to see your hobbit feet. Your
No.
bae wants to see your hobbit feet.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna see B's feet on the stream. Nope, not at all. Oh, okay. So here's what else we got. We got the classic coins. So a lot of the new wave toys comes with their own miniature coins.
Oh wait, Travis says you need to read the instructions.
It tells you. No, I don't need to read the instructions.
And then you have to use a drill. Hold on, I'm trying to click on stuff. I cannot read stuff. Oh, but
all
then Fox says,
what is in here?
Don't read the instructions.
Dude, it comes with little pieces of money. Look, I have tiny $1 bills. If the actual vending machine can accept these, holy snap, that would be freaking. No.
What? No. What?
Oh no.
It's not plugged in.
I know. I don't think it would accept it though. That would be too crazy. There would be no way to get it back out.
Dollar bills,
Yeah.
dollar bills, dollar
It's like
bills.
tiny little dollar bills, and there's a coin receptacle here. I don't think it would take it. It's the fact that like new wave toys would give you like a tiny small.
Someone did say like the
$1 bill.
new wave toys have a lot of attention to detail.
Look at that.
So whoever said that.
The replica
you
$1
are so
bill,
true.
y'all. And it's like not even crisp, or it's like a brand new crisp
Oh wait,
one.
we're supposed to plug it in first.
All right, we'll plug it in after I look at all the accessories. I'm still looking at stuff. All right, and then lastly, there is something in this phone.
So you know the dollar bills can go in.
You reject it over and over and over again. All right. Are these tweezers? The heck?
Sometimes they get stuck in there.
Why the heck did it come with tweezers?
It wants you to clean up before you play the thing.
Seriously, like what? Do you have to go in here and like pull the cups out of here just in case? That is so weird. Like without looking at the instructions, why do you think there would be tweezers inside it? I have zero idea what the hell they would include tweezers for.
All right, I'm gonna open up the cans because
what's that?
Folks want to see the cans.
This is Congress. What do you think these tweezers are for?
I'm
so curious.
To make sure they're on point.
Like they're legit metal tweezers. Is it to just like grab the Coke cans out of here? So because you can't put your fingers in here, and like people would have fat fingers. Like, is it? What are people saying? What's your best guess?
What are
tweezers.
The tweezers for?
Tweezers.
Besides making your eyebrows on point.
All right. I guess I can look at the instructions now. I don't want to look at the instructions. That's not fun.
Fox says, for goodness sake, do not read the instructions. He just said goodness sake. He didn't say like motherfucker.
Now that it's like open, I'm trying to see if there's like any like magnetic like snap to this. There's like, it's very, very light. The magnetism on this door, like to keep it closed, is like, it takes very little to open it. And when it's closing, like it doesn't like snap really quickly. So it's a very light connection. So I guess, I don't know if that's going to affect the insulation, but I would say it might be like the one thing that worries me. If I hold this upside down, for example, the door flips open. Yeah, no, like if I hold it upside down, the magnet's not strong enough to hold this door closed. So, I mean, not that you would do that, but I would have wanted the magnet for this portion to be much stronger. So that way it holds it more. I mean, it's going to stay closed, but you know,
oh wait,
that's only one thing. Look at all the fans in the back too.
So could you set the cans any way you like it?
No, that's not the right words. Okay. All right.
I got the baby cans.
You got the baby cans? Are they hefty? They are. They're like die cast. Look at this. New Wave Coke. It even has little writing on it. No, it doesn't have the it's gonna see if it has the facts, the nutrition facts on there. It doesn't have nutrition facts on here, but they're little mini Coke bottles. Look at that. Nice mini little Coke bottles.
Oh, they're saying like the tweezers to place the cans in the dispenser in the back. When it's standing up, you need to keep the tweezers to keep the cans straight.
Oh,
there's thingy things in the back.
Into the what? You put the cans into here so it dispenses? Oh, is there like something here that pops up? What is this?
What is this? Oh my god, the cans go in there.
Wait, the cans go in here?
The cans go in there. No, it cannot. No, it cannot.
Wait, so then I put one in here? Wait, how does it vend? That's true. It's supposed to actually be able to vend these things. So, I don't know. Should I just throw one in there? I don't want to throw one in there and like lose it. Forever. Yeah, what is that for? Okay. So that, yeah, because it said that it is supposed to be able to vend something. Yeah, I do feel a hole in here for it to come out.
Oh, you love touching holes.
Yeah. So you ever get your hand stuck up a vending machine? This is what I'm trying to do right now. Okay.
Oh, the cans go in the metal railing.
The metal railing?
No. Oh, wait, here? Right here.
Like this?
Nothing happened.
What's that? No, because it's like this. No, there's nothing. It wouldn't do that.
So we do need to read instructions because we clearly have
Yeah.
no idea what we're done.
Oh,
So
wait,
Travis
maybe it
says-
does.
Travis says, read instructions for goodness sake.
No. No. Okay. I see. I think they do go here. You're right. All right. And I think there's a little door here that's going to open up and it's going to fall out. Where are the rest of them?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am grabbing the little. They look like little batteries.
What's the batteries?
They sound like little batteries.
Oh.
It's like loading a 22.
Except I didn't do that right. But you can always just like pull this off though. So why would you need tweezers? And looking at the instructions is for wusses. I mean, just for people that actually want to know how to do this right. But it's like when I'm building a transformer for the very first time, I never look at instructions. It just makes it that much more fun to be able to.
Yeah, and it makes it also so organic.
Yeah. Okay. But these do fit exactly this way. I wonder if you can buy more of these. If this is like, and I guess when it's like when you're standing up, it's probably harder to do that while standing up. But okay. So I have the cans coming here.
They like
That's
little
good.
bullets.
Cans have been loaded.
Oh,
Plug it in.
have been loaded.
Let's plug this in.
So Kanzaras is untying the twist tie. He's slowly looking around for an outlet.
Yeah.
Their fingers touching things that shouldn't.
I need an outlet.
He find what he
Where am I going to
looks
plug
for.
this into? All right, it's going to go underneath you.
Plug.
You need to plug it in underneath you. Pull out the
Oh.
Alexa plug.
I have to plug it underneath me because that's the first time
Plug
you
out
said
the
that.
Alexa and then.
Hush. Wait, I then plugged it. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so here the off and on, there's like an off, on,
Oh,
and then
I need more
VDN.
slack.
What's that?
There you go.
That's as far as it goes?
That's as far as it goes. It's a shorty
The shorty plug?
cable.
All right, so let's plug this in from the bottom.
Plug it and feed it $1.
Plug it and
Says your
feed it.
bay. Your
All right, plug it and feed it $1.
entertaining.
Oh, this goes up this way. Okay. All right.
Push
So-
the coin door twice.
This
then
is the
select
on
Coke.
button. Ooh.
Coke it is.
Ooh.
Oh, it lit up.
Look at that. All right. I think this is one of the first complaints that I've seen people talk about is that the lighting on the Coke machine is like uneven. But I don't know. I think that's accurate. I don't know if Coke machines were ever like completely lit up evenly, right? Like, do you see this? Like, it looks like there's a hot spot right here. And there's like little spots that are here and there. But I've seen some people complain about the actual print itself. Quality of this print, like it's just printed on this plastic piece right here. So there's no like art or vinyl on anything, but it looks really clean. But yeah, you can see the hot spot right there. I don't know. I think it's kind of accurate. I don't think I expected it to be
Push
completely.
the red button twice.
The red button twice?
Push the red button twice.
All right, press the red button twice. 1, 2. Oh, okay. So these all lit up. I'm going to press the button. Oh, it came out.
Coke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Let's see that in action one more time. You want to do it, Mrs. Congress? Press the red button twice. Boom, boom. And then it lights up. And it vended.
Oh,
What?
that's what the tweezers are for. Because I can't. If you don't have tiny hands like mine,
Yes.
you have to use the tweezers to reach for the
Ah.
tiny Coke.
That is pretty cool. Okay. All right. Let's see if it actually accepts the bills. Hold this.
Dollar bills. Y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I have no idea what's happening.
Zzz, zzz,
It's like Foxer
rejected.
rejected.
Bill has been rejected. Is not accepting.
Oh my
it.
god,
Oh,
it spit it out too.
all right. No, that's just a fan.
Alright.
Let's flip it upside down. Let's do this thing. You guys ever do this where you kind of like try to make it flat against the edge, and then you try to stick it back in? No,
We need to downgrade
It goes this
firmware
way.
if we want a Bud Light.
this way.
P-Dubs wants to
Okay.
do it again.
All right. Do it again.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Alright, there is no cherry Coke, just the regular
Alright.
classic Coke.
Here we go. This twice. 1, 2. Lights up. I want this Coke right here. Boom.
Coke,
It
although
all
retro-
comes out.
Your
Ah. You even soft modded it to dispense Pepsi, right? You have different options. Yeah, if you had different vending machine options on here for the different things, because like Coke machines that only have Coke in it, that is kind of lame. You'd think they might have bought the other Coke products. I think I actually saw somebody that made different light up things for this too.
Do you think they'll make a popcorn machine?
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know. I think more like if they do their vending machine series. Yeah, who knows? Okay. All right. So this is in the on position. There also is in this VDN. It says VDN back here. So I don't know what that is. Like I don't. Oh. This is Gongdura. Touch this. Touch the metal part.
oh my god, it's cold.
It's cold. Ooh. It is actually
so what
chilling.
oh, this is just like to hold the cans in.
You want me to
right?
go get a beer?
All our beers are chilled, please.
So yeah. Let's go get a can at least.
All right, he's gonna go get a can. I need to know what is your favorite drinks, y'all, in the chat. So type it in. Is it a Coke? Is it a Pepsi? Is it a Fanta? Is it Cabernet Sauvignon? I want to know what is your favorite drinks. Please let me know so we can stuff it in this little arcade tiny thingy that won't go straight. Okay, that won't go. Maybe that's what the tweezer is for, is to like straighten this full out. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put a can on my mouth as I try to like, oh. So it's not to fix eyebrows, it's to make sure your cans align correctly. So if I can do this with this tweezer, oh, son of a motherfucking bitch, you need to stay straight, go. But oh my god, you can make your life choices, but I want to make sure you align correctly. All right, you want to make those life choices? Then yes, you can make those life choices. You know what? You do you, Can. You do you. We are done playing this game because at the end of this day, this can wants to be its most authentic self, which is awesome. That's what the can wants to do, is want to be awesome. All right, I'm going to give up trying to make this can do what I want to do because it needs to do what it wants to do. So, anywho, I'm supposed to read what y'all like to drink. Oh, Fanta Orange. Cherry Dr. Pepper. Shasta. Love it. Okay. Why are we not sharing?
All right, you ready for some first world problems?
What is the first world problems? Look at this. Everyone loves to drink stuff.
All right. So remember when cans were all the same size back then?
Sweet Lord, what did you grab?
I brought options to be able to put stuff in here. So
he wants to put stuff in there.
Here's your Coke machine, right? It's advertised to hold 2 cans with the little slot thing. But these days, I don't have an actual standard Coke can size. This would probably be the closest thing that's a grass jelly drink. Anybody drink some grass jelly? It's don't knock it till you try it. But this would be kind of the standard size for a grass jelly drink. And it does fit in there. So you can fit 2 of these, stack them on there. Yep.
Like one of these things there.
Yeah, it goes in the middle. Slot.
I can't align shit. I just, you know.
But here's the problem. They've been starting to make cans in different sizes. Here's a Sprite can that is now what, 10 ounces? Yeah. 7.5 ounces. Why is this so small? I said there's 7.5 ounce cans that you can buy. So those are tiny ones. And then here's the other problem. If you get like beers and such, they started coming out with like different size bottles. So you can't even put 2 of these in here. So I guess it really depends. So these are Trulies. We're showing off the things that we drink in here. Here's a pint of beer, Space Cookie from Monkish Brewery. So you can fit a beer pint in there too. So can sizes are no longer standard. That's kind of interesting. But if you're thinking about classic Coke, I guess it would be the same standard size. You can fit 2 standard Coke cans in there. And the other thing you can do, obviously bottles. I have several bottles. I do have a Coke bottle.
From Cambodia.
Yes, this is a Coke bottle that has Cambodian writing on it. So Coke is everywhere around the country.
Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, so my dad brought me back a Coke bottle from Cambodia. And so you can fit a 20-ounce bottle of Coke. So that's pretty cool. And we also got a Coke bottle from Disney World. That's where it's from?
50th anniversary.
50th anniversary?
That was 20 years ago.
It's 20 years ago? Really? Oh, 2005? Around there?
Yeah, 2005.
Yeah.
That's when we first started dating.
Yeah. So we got some classic Coke things. So those are the things that you can fit inside. But the actual metal portion back here is like, it's really cold. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be drinking that soon.
No, not.
Okay.
It's very cold. Look at this. Like we're putting our fingerprints on it.
We can fit other things too.
Okona.
Kona. And then we're kind of bougie, so we drink a lot of soda water. So this is a Topo Chico.
You didn't bring a Griller
I didn't bring a Griller Steiner. Would not fit in there.
I don't know. Maybe the Griller Steiner.
No. It just barely fits. So 12-ounce cans are pretty much its limit. So this will be fun. I don't know where I'm going to be putting this, but I will now have beverages that will be cool in addition to it looking pretty cool. What is the VDN button, though?
Tell us what the VDN button does.
VDN.
Vend? You're not vending shit. It's like tick, 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 tick.
So the vending thing still works. So I think the vend is so that it doesn't cool, but you can still do the vending part.
Oh.
I think.
And then I was never.
Well, it says VDN, not VND. But the front part of everything still works, but maybe it turns off because the fan's turned off in the back. So if you want to just do vending and not actually be on to cool everything, there's an option on the back to just do the front part. And then there's an on switch, which turns on the fans on the back of it to actually do the refrigerator. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I can confirm this all if I actually read the instructions, but I like to explore. And that's what the tweezers are for. Are you trying to tweeze it?
I'm trying to line it up.
Okay, that's why you need tweezers to be able to drop. Oh, you suck at the tweezers. Tweeze.
I'm only good at fixing my eyebrows.
Yeah.
All right, I cannot do this. This thing wants to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Let it be it. If it wants to be straight, if it wants to be however it wants to be, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
And I respect it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what am I supposed to look at?
Guardrail, AC power supply. So yeah, VND is vending and LEDs. And the cooling and the fans turn off. Oh, but it's funny. It does say in the instructions that it should be VND for vending, but on the back of it, here's some QC issues. It actually does say VDN on the back.
Wow,
so that's
out of stock.
This is why I was confused. Look at this QA issue right here on the back side right there. Can you see that? It says off, on, and VDN instead of vend. So somebody was dyslexic at New Wave Vending.
So how did we become an Arcade1Up channel to be pinball to be suddenly a Coke machine?
But look, it should have been VND for vending instead of VD. That's why it kept throwing me off. But yeah, but in the instructions, it says it should have been VND. But if that's the worst of it, right? If there's one thing that New Wave Toys got wrong, right? It's no big deal. No big deal. Right?
Good night, everybody.
In the instructions, they said it was supposed to be VND. Is it?
All right.
Are we ending the stream?
Oh yeah. Lord.
VND.
It was $160.
For me, I don't remember how much this was.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't remember how much this was, honestly. You guys tell me how much this was. I don't remember it being that expensive, but
is it worth divorce?
I have cooling beer options now upstairs. So like, hey, we can keep this in the arcade upstairs somewhere. Like, you know, it should be fun.
Who would like a baby Coke machine for $25? Best offer.
No.
$25.
Stop.
Big Blue?
Stop trying to sell my stuff.
$200 your best offer. Oh wait, I think I had like somebody asked me.
Nobody wants to buy my stuff.
Yes, they do.
Nobody.
Yes, they do.
No. Have a grass jelly drink.
I have a grass jelly drink. Well, I'm drinking the grass jelly drink Tron for $300.
No.
Signed.
Stop. All right, I'm gonna put this down.
Press 1 if you want Tron for $300.
Can you turn off the other camera so I can sit down?
What am I doing?
Just turn it off. Yeah. Okay. All right. We've been going on for about an hour and a half now. We turned this unboxing stream into just kind of casually hanging out. I hope you guys have all enjoyed yourselves. Mrs. Kong just was reading the chat the entire time. I saw nothing. So if you were saying something and I was supposed to blow up at you.
You want to buy for $200 this Big Blue?
No.
$35 for this baby Coke.
No, I think we're done. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. If you are watching the stream and you just caught on, I appreciate it if you give it a like on your way out. Let me know if you have any comments. You know, if you have any other questions, put it into the comment section afterwards. Be happy to read them and answer as we go through. Mrs. Kongdress, send these fine people on their way by hitting that end button. Thank you all so much for being here.
We will not end it. We will do something silly. I'm pushing buttons.
Just push the end button. It's okay. You don't need to do a countdown, actually. Are you trying to do an outro?
What is this? I lost interest.
All right. All right. Good night, everybody. See you later.